EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland and M&T Bank Stadium. It's all about divisional matchups on this final day of the regular season, and we've got a compelling one in store here, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Baltimore Ravens. Just about time to rock as toe gets ready to meet leather. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that. They go play action now. Jackson. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Ravens go down the field in just 2 plays to take the early lead. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And the Ravens lead at 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And this will not be a good return. He's out of bounds at the 12.
And they're on the 12-yard line.
Here's Walker to start the drive. And he gets up near the 25 to about the 24 before going out of bounds. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Well, how many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
Now a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Hyde. Throw out wide to Walker. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. Pulled in at the 24. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. This could end up being a pretty big drive. I mean, look, yes, it's early in this game, but they scored the touchdown. They got the stop. And now if they could get in the end zone here again, CD, they could grab an early stranglehold on this one.
Yeah, they certainly can, and that's what you're looking for. Where's the advantage? Can you gain it? Can you press it? Now for them, finishing it off, because right now it's out there for them. They've just got to go seize it.
Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
They'll go again with Dobbins. Stiff-armed him. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
Baltimore Ravens. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards, second down. The Ravens at 11-5 on the year. Now, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
Now it's Jackson. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. When you talk about this Seahawk defense, they currently sit at number 4 in the NFL in terms of stopping the run.
Numbers don't tell you everything, but they do paint a pretty good picture. We're talking about 2 top 5 units going at each other. One in running the ball, one in stopping the run. I think this is going to be a whole lot of fun myself.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 26. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
Here's second and 10. Jackson now. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And the Seahawks are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. First and 10. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11.
They were just trying to get their offense a little more room down near their own goal line, but this is just going to make things worse.
After the loss to start out, here's second and 11. To throw from his end zone. Hyde. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. He's to the 20. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. A great play there. 98 yards. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
At their own 14-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
22-yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. And this is into the hands of Andrews downfield. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a gain of 34. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
27-yard line.
Report. Jackson. That's caught. It's Flowers. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. These two teams all tied after one. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Oh, how about this on 1st and goal? And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A great effort there. His first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Oh, a mistake there. The kickoff out of bounds. Well, not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time, and going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a mishit, and now your team pays the price. Bad field position for your defense.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. That is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Off the play fake. Hyde, nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Ravens. There he goes, right side. And this is going to be brought back for a Baltimore touchdown. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it.
And now it's blocked. And the Seahawks have it, but he doesn't get far. They're able to stop him. And after all that, the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
I remember when they changed the rule, and there's a lot of consternation, especially coming from the kickers. Okay, how's this going to affect things, having to kick a longer one now? Much more of a field goal attempt, and the defensive guys saw it as an opportunity to get more block.
That's exactly right. There's more effort now. Before, when it was snapped down near the goal line, you would basically see guys just stand there.
Yeah, not anymore. Now, those guys are going after it because not only can they knock it away and change a little bit of momentum,
and get 2 points.
They can pick it up and take it back for 2 points.
The drive will start with an option going left. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Pretty good job there defensively of stringing that one out.
Yeah, you've got a quarterback who's waiting and waiting for something to develop, and it just never materialized, and down he went behind the line of scrimmage.
To throw on 2nd down, Hyde. He completes this to Walker. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On 3rd and 2, Hyde. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Oh, fighting off the defender. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd down, here's Jackson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Oh, nice defensive effort there, providing the hit as the ball got to the receiver, separates him from the catch, and normally he's a sure-handed target.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Here's Jackson to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. It's a net of 40 there, punt of 48, and a return of 8. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself. You don't look it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing. Because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
It's a gain of just a couple there, but it's enough to get them the first.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Hyde. And Walker has it. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
First down, Seahawks.
Looking to throw. Hyde. Finding more on the out route for the completion. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be second down. Back to throw. Hyde escaping the pressure right. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. On 1st and 10, Hyde. Quick hitter here, it's complete. His second catch, this one not quite as dynamic as his first, and it's second down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the Ravens' 38-yard line.
Looking to throw. Hyde. And Walker with it over the middle. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
18 Cardinal.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Touchdown, Seahawks. Ken Walker. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Seahawks are back within a score. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead will shrink to 6.
Ravens 20, Seahawks 14.
So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
On 2nd down, Jackson. Left side, that's caught by Mitchell. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
13.
To throw is Jackson. He's going to go for a big play downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
2nd and 10.
180. Hey, middle.
Jackson from the shotgun. He'll dump this off complete to Dobbins. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives them a new set of downs. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play, and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw into the hands of Andrews. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. The Raven passing game getting in sync, another first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. To throw again is Jackson. And, oh, he took that thing one-handed. What a grab. The Raven passing game getting in sync, another first down.
Boy, that completion comes with a high degree of difficulty, especially on the catch. Had to look that one in one-handed, able to do so, and ends up picking up a first down as well.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
I'd say that he learned from his costly red zone pick earlier in the game because this time he puts the throw away from where any defender can make a play on it. Unfortunately, he also sailed it over his intended target, and that doesn't work out well either.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. Jackson now on 2nd and 10. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
No, we changed it. Hey, middle.
And Jackson throwing once more. Oh, man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Ravens would extend their lead here just before halftime. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead now stands at 13. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
Off play action. Hyde. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they have that one sniffed out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on. when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
The final shot before break. Hyde going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the third quarter. Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far in the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game, and to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Let's go.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Hyde. Throw left side complete. That's more. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
9-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Let's go now.
They'll try for the first with Walker. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Brought down on the play by Trenton Simpson. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. Yeah, boy, here's a sight you don't want to see. Ken Walker injured on that last play. Now, this is just the last thing you want to see in the final week of the regular season. Well, I hope he's okay. We'll step aside and be right back. Throwing on first down. Hyde. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And down inside the 15 he goes. That's a gain of 13 as they try to whittle away at this 13-point deficit. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Operating from the gun. Hyde. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Elijah Moore, the intended receiver, but it'll be second down. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And it is caught. And the Seahawks are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw and nice work after the throw. And they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
And they'll run again. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year and 3rd overall. And the Seahawks have got it back to within a score. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will shrink to 6.
27, Seahawks 21.
So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a 1-score, 6-point game. Taken at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. Fighting through and he's got space. Still on his feet. Inside the 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins. 75 yards. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the 3rd quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying, it's not just our skill in the first half that's getting this done, it's confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game in a big way. How about these strikes that we're seeing?
Jackson here, he's going to look to throw. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. So they go with the pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Off the play fake. Hyde. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Back to throw. Hyde. Try to lay one up deep. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
13 yards the tally on the return there. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. You don't see that too often, Charles. He punted that away and then hustled up to make the stop as well.
Yeah, because oftentimes they serve as their own safety after punting it. You want to be the last guy, but he decided to get involved in the action, didn't he? And what a spark that's got to provide for the rest of his team when they see their punter out there making a nice hit.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he works free. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Seahawks' 14-yard line. 161 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Another run here with Dobbins. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. There on the stop was Leo Chanel. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. Here's a 2nd and 8. On the counter now, it's Dobbins. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
On 3rd down, Jackson. This one to the sideline. He's got it. A nice job to keep the feet in, but he is a bit short here of a 1st down. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that's going to make it 4th down.
I think the training and practice broke down on that play because he simply didn't run the route deep enough to get to the 1st down marker, despite what was a really nice catch and toe tap on the sideline.
Well, that's 3rd down 101. You got to go to the marker, know where it is. Tucker's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble to bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain. Second down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Looking to throw on second down. Hyde. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And the Seahawks first down.
Operating from the gun. Hyde. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 34. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he comes back with one complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the Ravens are going to get the football back.
No surprise. They try to throw the ball on 4th down, but it gets batted down. They don't pick it up.
Well, a little football 101. When you're going toward that quarterback, you see he's going to start to throw. Get your hands up,
Get
right?
your hands up, affect the play, and then everyone get your hands up. When the ball gets to the receiver, moment of truth, knock it away.
Reek Woolen in on the stop. They work now on 2nd and 9.
What is it?
Here's a give to Dobbins running right. Down the right sideline. And finally down at the 36-yard line. Wow, and even 200 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Dobbins going to take the handoff on the option. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Rashawn Gary, the man to bring him down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Brought down at the 35-yard line. A gain of 1 brings up 3rd down and 9.
And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 9. They'll try the draw here with Dobbins. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. From the right hash, this from 53. Tucker's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the 4th quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. To throw on second down, Hyde. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Hyde. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And this coaching staff, CD, I think you'd agree, pleased with this overall effort.
I think they're more than pleased, right? They've got to look at each other like, wow, we just pulled this one off in a big way. Great job of motivating, even better job of game planning. They were facing a top 10 defense, so they had to make sure that everything was buttoned down, and they had it ready to go, and their guys executed.
Yeah, they were concerned not only about moving the ball through the air, but also on the ground, but both really started to come in sync. So for the Ravens, a win here in Week 18 means they'll finish off the regular season at a very strong 12-5. And now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, they fall for just the 3rd time to finish at 14-.